Richie's looking for another Pedro. Because Pedro's out of the picture. Richie's looking for another Pedro. Richie out there fishing for another Pedro. This cocksucker, you got this dumbass fucking house nigga, fake ass fucking Columbo, out there looking for the lower deck. The fuck you looking for the lower deck for, motherfucker? Dumbass fucking house nigga. That's why I call it what I call it, man. For real, that's why I call it what, cause I see how they talk to him on the Super Bowl. He's a bitch. Basically, he's a fucking bitch. And Richie's out there looking for another Pedro.
No, that wasn't Columbo. That was Roadmaster.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Roadmaster. Even more enough bitch ass fucking nigga. A more enough bitch nigga out there. If he want problems, all he gotta do is ride through. But see, I don't think he's stupid. Cause Richie out there basically trying to find another Pedro.
That's what he's looking for. He's looking for someone to hold his hand. No Pedro, so you know Richie looking for a new. He's looking for someone to co-sign for him. Look his listen to him. Listen to him when he hears me. Listen how faggoty he gets. That fucking anti-man. Listen to him.
Another Pedro, poor little shitty Richie. He's trying to find another Pedro. Who's gonna be the next Pedro? Hey, don't check out. Your girlfriend just checked in. Who's gonna be the next Pedro? Richie's looking for another Pedro. You know the name of that song. I was checking. Richie's looking for another Pedro. Cracky looking for another Pedro. Cracky looking for another Pedro. Pay attention. Richie is looking for another Pedro. Pay attention. What up?
Hey, you know what's funny? You listen to Cracky's video a couple of days ago. Brian Hornet said, "Hey Richie, man, you said that you're working on John Sharp's equipment on his radios. I spoke to him. He said you never worked on any of his radios. He might have brought you radios from someone else to look at, but he never worked on any of his radios." And Richie felt stupid. He's like, "Nah, dog, go check out the Donnie Brasco channel. Yeah, I worked on a few of his radios back in the day." What a fucking liar.
That's why Richie gonna be by himself on Christmas. See, I don't feel sorry for this little piece of shit. Probably these dumbass motherfuckers out here do, but I don't feel sorry for that motherfucker. Richie looking for another Pedro. Cracky's looking for another Pedro. He's getting real lonely. Pedro's not out here anymore. The crackhead 206 got laid off. They got tired of his bullshit. So Richie's looking for another Pedro. Who's gonna be a dumb, weak-minded ass kisser? Who's the next weak-minded ass kisser?
Yo, what's up at Roadmaster? He wants to know where the lower deck is. What's up with him? He's looking for something?
Candy ass? Yeah, he's looking to get kicked in his ass. That's what he's looking for. Roadmaster must have got a mic gun, cause he kissing some ass out there. Fucking corny ass motherfucker, road bitch. Road faggot. Corny ass motherfucker, this bullshit fucking echo. Corny ass old bitch. With that
He does sound corny. All he says is, "Come on, come in. Come on, come in." He sounds like a fucking retard.
Old garbage ass fucking echo, yeah. Yeah, Richie gassed him up to say that. Richie begged him. Richie was on the phone begging him to say that. You know how long it took Richie to beg road faggot? To beg road bitch? To come out there and say that so Richie could fix his radio for free?
Oh, you know that shit. You definitely know that. That's for sure. Hey, Roadmaster, you coming to the lower deck for something? What's up, man? What's up? You were asking about me and about the lower deck. What's up with that, man? You looking to come and meet someone?
Wrong, and then now he wants to lick.
Yeah, I know Richie's a no-show. That piece of shit won't show up because fear and common sense got Richie's balls, or lack of them. But it sounds like Roadmaster wants to venture through the lower east side, man. You know, what's up with that, man? He wants his wig peeled back or what? You know, what's up with that?
The playlist enforcer peers, the playlist enforcer don't ever want you to hear all the firepower y'all need.
Oh, there goes the dope fiend. Listen to that crackhead.
The justice that was always blocked.
Fucking joke. 2 weeks, that fucking crackhead, all he was saying, anytime, any Rite Aid, anywhere. That piece of shit wouldn't show up at the CVS. He wouldn't show up at the Rite Aids. He wouldn't show up in front of McDonald's. I'm not wasting my fucking time anymore on that piece of shit, dope fiend crackhead Richie. What happened, Richie? What happened? I thought you were working on. I thought you were working on the man's radio. What happened? What happened to the amplifier? You said you were working on some 8-pill. What happened to that other victim with the Sweet 16 Texas Star? What happened to John Shaft Radio? You said you're working on, you fucking liar.
Boy, he cares about all the people shit I work on, man.
No, this shit you don't work on.
Shame on you too, Fireball. This how you're gonna make Channel 19 great again? By cursing out the people who run this thing?
No, I'm not cursing at people. I'm cursing at you because you're a lowlife and a liar and a fraud. That's all you've always been for your entire life. 51 years on this planet. What do you have to show for it other than lies and frauding people out here? You piece of shit.
Which is your right-hand man and living in his underwear for 3 decades, man. You know, I guess you're qualified. So I'm gonna get back quiet and listen to Channel 19 get great again. You're a South King of Brooklyn.
He's got some fucking sickness, man. The man told him. Ron Hornet said, I spoke to John Shaft personally. Brown Hornet said I spoke to John. I could get you the footage. If you want, I could get you the video. I go right back to that video, Gabe. And he says, I spoke to John Shaft, and he said you never worked on his radios. Hey, dog, check out the Johnny Brosco channel. Yeah, I worked on a few of his radios back in the day. No, you didn't, you lying piece of shit. The only radios you work on are victims out there. Dollar vans and a couple of suckers that purchase amplifiers. And the funniest thing, look at his unboxing, right? He did an unboxing of a refurbished amplifier that another sucker's gonna purchase. You look at the security seal, it's open. Check out that video before he deletes it. He opens up a box of an RM Italy, a piece of shit amplifier, and the security seal is breached already. Now anybody knows, when you buy that amplifier, it's not supposed to have a breached security seal. That's only one of two things. The amplifier was refurbished, or the amplifier already had the mod done for it, and Richie's charging the victim for the conversion. Pay attention. Hey, top of the morning to you, Brown Hornet. Hey, Brown Hornet, top it to you, brother. I hear you out there, 250. You know who it is. Hey, Brown Hornet, you know who it is. Enforcer 250, lower deck. If I need to hit the switch, just let me know, Brown Hornet. Hey, Brown Hornet, I'm trying to be nice. I'm running 5 watts. I'm barefoot right now. But if I got a crackhead like 127 trying to plug your ears, you just let me know, man. I have no problem hitting the switch.
How about that lower dick? Hey, lower dick, you got a copy? Well, let me know if I gotta hit the switch up. Hey, lower dick. I'm paying attention. Hey, lower dick. Hey, 25 of blow, aka lower dick. Oh,
Man, you got a lot of dick riders out here. I tell you, you got a lot of dick riders out here. I thought Richie was bad. You got a fucking retard. You got a little Romanian fag boy driving around like in the Slurp. What they call him, Mr. Skittles? He likes to chase the rainbow. What a frag.
Hey, lower dick. Fuck you, your video gates lower.
Little Romanian fag boy.
Video gates 250.
Are you barefooted, Rosa?
I'm barefooted, yes sir.
I wonder how he was taking you out.
Hey, lower dick.
Yeah, I said I was barefooted. I said I was barefooted. I gotta warm this duck plucker up, man. I gotta warm this duck plucker up. Right now she's warming up. You know when you put a toast in a toaster, you gotta let that duck plucker warm up a little. Hey, just give it a few minutes there. Give it a few minutes, and that piston will be nice and warm in that engine, man. You know, I got a little one piston engine over here, man. I got one piston. I got a one steel piston in this little black box, man. But I tell you, once she's warmed up, that's it, man. Just like when you heat up that engine in the morning on a cold morning, on a cold winter morning, when you get in that vehicle, when you turn that duck pluck around for the first time, you know you got to get the oils running in the cylinders and whatnot. You got to make sure the all the components in that engine is nice and lubricated. You know, the same thing is true when you got a professional grade amplifier. You got to let that duck plucker warm up to the right temperature, and then you start talking. But I'm barefoot right now, Brown Hornet. I know it's probably rough on your ears because you got a junkie out there, Crackhead Richie. That duck plucker always has that amp on. He doesn't talk unless he's running that Ameritron. You see, that's the difference between me and him. I talk to locals barefoot. He's got to run a kilowatt to talk to someone 10 blocks away. Pay attention.
Fuck you, your video gates 250. Hey, 250. Fuck
Yeah, it's Alibaba on my Bozak. Listen to him. What a fag boy.
$10 and no instant start.
Hey, lower dick 250. Fuck you, your video gates.
I like to grab this motherfucker.
Fuck you, your video gates.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let that baby 3 seconds and counting. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Pump up the volume. Let me see. Let me just check something out here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Barefoot. 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 Oh yeah.
Weird man, you're on the wall. Local TV shopping.
Oh yeah. Right about now. Hey, right about now, Brown Hornet. You should have no problem hearing me, Duck Plucker.
You, your video gates 250.
No, 10 pounds and climbing.
Oh yeah. Right about now, you should have no problem hearing me, Mr. Brown Hornet. Mr. Brown Hornet, you should have no problem hearing me. You know what it is. A Forcer 250 lower deck.
About a lower dick. Hey, lower dick. Fuck you, your
I got boys all over my Johnson, man. Listen to these boys just slurping, man. Listen to these fags. I got a Romanian fag boy driving around slurping me. Then I got that fucking wannabe cop over there in 46 at Winthrop. He's another homo blomo. Pay attention.
Fuck you, lower dick. Hey, lower dick. Hey, that dick in the lower dick. The 60s are coming. Fuck you, your video.
Where's that other clown, man? Where's that other clown looking for me, man? He said he wants to know where the lower deck is. Where's that other clown, man? Where is he, man? I don't hear him now.
Fuck you, your video gates 250.
Thinking you're obliging.
I don't hear that clown out there, Big Smoke or whatever he calls himself. Wherever he calls himself, some clown ass out there wants to know where the lower deck is. What does he call himself? Roadmaster? Dickmaster? I don't know. What does he call himself?
Hey, lower dick. Hey, lower dick 250. Fuck you, your video gates. Lower dick. Fuck 20.
That's why I always say the mind's a terrible thing to waste.
Hey, lower dick.
Crush. I don't want to hear that retard. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby boy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice fidelity. No distortion. No clipping. No IMD products. Oh yeah. Just pure fidelity.
I listening to his video gates.
Crush that dope fiend. You don't hear that crackhead anymore. You don't hear that dope fiend, Crackhead Richie. You don't hear that dope fiend. I want to know what radio he worked on, man. He says he worked on John Shaft's radio. And John Shaft clearly told Brown Horn that was not the case. So why does Richie lie, man? Even when he's confronted, he still lies. That's what you call a psychotic dope fiend. Even when the man says this is not the case, he is not dog. You know what I mean? It's like you confront a 4'8" midget, and he thinks he's Too Tall Jones. Pay attention. Can't make this up.
You worried about them?
Crush, I don't want to hear that dope fiend. I do not want to hear that crackhead.
I don't know, John Shaft took other people's radios over there, but John Shaft is
That's the deal. Hey, Brown Hornet. Hey, I heard you, man. He might have taken other people's radios for Richie to look at, but John Shaft had no radios of his own for Richie to work on. See, Richie's that's what I call him, a fraud, because he tries to flip shit. You give Richie something here. This is from Joe Blow here, and then Richie will turn around saying that you gave him the radio. It was your equipment that he's working on. He's a fucking liar. Excuse my language. The guy's a fraud. That's why he has no respect out here. He rips people off. He frauds people. And then he makes claims that are not true. Like he claims he's a cop with 4 badges. We all know he's a joke, man. But why do you lie, Richard? Richard V. Cappy, like cap gun that you carry. A little cap gun, a little toy gun. Why do you lie like that, Cracky? Why are you such a horrific liar? You're only a 4'8" little midget, man. You're a 4'8" little midget in a funky ass Santa Claus suit, begging for money.
Can you hear anybody on this video game supporting them or saying that I defrauded them or sold them something that blew up?
You heard the man. You heard Brown Hornet on this channel just a few minutes ago saying that you never work on John Shaft's radios. So why do you lie, man? Even when the man's out there telling you to your face, you still lie. You're a sick individual, man. You really are.
Well, you know what, Mr. Duval, you're some AD, but the video game with John Shaft is clearly doing Shadow Master and you that night on 31 about his Shadow case. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the radio that I didn't do for John Shaft this morning, and I'm going to put them as the link description of this video. I might even attach them to your video, just for a little truth and justice. Hey, Lower Dick, fuck you, your video games, Lower.
The only thing you need to attach to you, Richie, is your crack pipe to your mouth. That's the only thing that needs attachments right now. And my fist to your grill.
What's that do?
That's the only thing that's going to be attached, is your crack pipe to your mouth and my foot to your dome.
I'd rather him talk about me, because then I could throw things out there to show that.
Look, he'd rather me talk about him. I'm not talking about him. I'm exposing him. I'm putting him on Front Street. That's the difference. I'm not talking to him. I'm not talking about him. I'm exposing him for the fraud that he is. He's a joke. What happened to that 8-pill, man? I'm still waiting for the Sweet 16. What happened? DEIs. That's another victim, man. How you gonna victimize the guy like that, Richie? The man spent like $750 on an amplifier with DEIs in it, man. You know damn well you had no business recommending that amplifier. Now, who's the victim? Who's your latest victim with that RM Italy piece of crap that was refurbished? You clearly see in his unboxing that the security stick is open. It's detached at one end, which means that amplifier was opened. What a joke! Shame on you, Cracky. You're a joke out here, Richard. You're a crackhead, dope fiend, and a joke, and a horrific liar. Shame on you. Oh, now he's admitting it was converted. When he's opening the box, he never said it was converted. He says, what's this? It looked like it was opened. It might have been converted already. Now he says it was converted because he's stupid enough to expose himself in his own video gates and telling people that he's doing a conversion and charging them for it. Shame on you, Richard. Shame on you.
Well, you know, Mr. 250, I do most of the conversions. That's why in the beginning of that video game, clearly the word convert was on the box. Because I never got one that said convert.
You see how I catch him in lies? Now he has to flip the script.
You know, last night, and nobody was out here sucking the Mozart. Nevertheless, since he's so worried about all the equipment that people buy from me and through me, I'm back in my quiet chair. I'll be back in a couple.
Yeah, go smoke your crack.
Now they know I stopped tagging.
What a dope fiend, man. What a dope fiend. Yeah, dog. Yeah, I worked on John Chef. I worked on all his radios. Yeah, just like I worked on everyone on the Super Bowl's radio. And when you go to the Super Bowl, they go, that crackhead, he never worked on our radios.
I'm trying to get on the fact what he said a few minutes ago. I'm still trying to get on the fact what he said over the radio a few minutes ago. Ain't nobody in the Super Bowl got radio like his. He said he better than the damn Super Bowl. I can't believe he said that. Hey, Brown Horner, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a special playlist called My Super Bowl Radios. I'm going to make a special playlist called My Super Bowl Radios. I'm going to start with my first video channel. I'm going to load the playlist up.
Now he's making claims again. You hear that, Brown Hornet? He's making claims.
And when I play of Johnny telling 2-5 blow and Shadow Master at the same time what the deal is. I think that video is going to be real heartbroken to a junkie who suffers from ADD. I hear you, but what I'm trying to say, well, a few minutes ago you said, ain't nobody in the Super Bowl get with your audio. You said, ain't nobody in the Super Bowl got a radio like yours. What you mean by that, Bray? Well, when we got people running around demonstrating and showing them what Super Bowl audio was in the video games, I want to be clear. Put it up next to mine. Put it up next to that John Shaft radio in the video called Super Bowl. So, you know, the radio I didn't do that drove out of here that I personally walked and put into that truck. I'll be back, boys. They're all yours. All right, before you go, I'm just want to let you know, I don't know if you heard me before. I'm telling you, John Shaft said you never worked on his radio. Yes. John Shaft runs at 140 in his radio, in his mobile. He said you never worked on his radio. Now, I don't know if he bought other people's radios to you for you to work on or to look at, but his radio per se, his personal radio that he talks on his vehicle, he said you never worked on the radio.
Got you there, Squiggy.
I do believe that I'm working on the vehicle today, or the one that you spoke to him a couple of weeks ago, and he might have told you this. No, that's not my radio. But I do have videos of him, and you know, radios I've done for him. But
That belonged to someone else.
I'm not going to say to you that I did the radio he's talking on at this moment in that truck, because I don't know if I did. I just know all the pieces that I've done for him, and all the pieces I got on video game.
And all those radios that you done for him did not belong to him, Richie. Don't you get it? Why you lying? Why you flipping it, man? The man just said, Brown Hornet just said you never worked on John Shaft's personal radio. That's it. You didn't work on his personal radios. You worked on other people's radios he might have brought to you. Stop flipping it. Hey, Richard, just admit the truth. The man is telling you right there, right in the open. You didn't work on John Shaft's personal radio. Why do you lie, Richard? Why you say maybe the radio he's working on right this minute? Stop it already, Richard. Stop it already. Be truthful for once, for crying out loud.
No, Mr. Enforcer. I'm calling John Shaft. I'm calling brother right now. Let's straighten this shit out. We call John Shaft, me and you and Shadow Master Dapper. He did work on this particular. Yeah. The links I put in this description. Let me show you why I can prove.
That's his brother, ACK. That's John. That's Brown Hornet's brother, man. His person. That's his brother. His brother would know if Richie worked on his radio or not. That's not like a friend. That's not like hearsay. That's his brother, man. His blood. He told Brown Hornet Richie never worked on his personal radios. And Richie's out there acting the fool. Nah, dog. Check out Johnny Brasco, dog. Nah. The man just said he never worked on his personal radio, Richard. What part don't you get? You're stuck on stupid, man. Why can't you be honest, for crying out loud? You're not a cop. You're not a suspended cop. The only thing you might have been, is a delusional junkie on a doorstep thinking you're undercover. But stop it, Richard. You're not anything but a delusional junkie, man. And a fucking bum. Yeah, you worked on John Shaft's radios. Your radios sound better than anybody's on the Super Bowl. You just made a total ass of yourself. And you know what? I'm glad Brown Hornet is neutral, and he's saying what he hears and what the deal is out there. That's one thing I like about the guy. He don't jump in front of no one, and if there's something not correct, he'll tell you. And that pertains to everybody out here. Anyone makes up some shit, Brian Horner set you straight. He don't give a shit. He's neutral, and I respect that about the cat. But Richie don't like when someone puts his ass on Front Street and exposes him for the lies. The man just said for the third, fourth, and fifth time, you did not work on his personal radios. As a matter of fact, Richie, don't go nowhere, because Brian Horn is going to call up John Shaft. So maybe in his own words, he can set you straight. But stop making up stories that you sound better than anyone in the Super Bowl, that you worked on radios on the Super Bowl and you did John Shaft's radios. Stop lying, Richard. For once, for Christ's sake, for the Christmas season, be honest with yourself, Dope Fiend. Shame on you, Richie. Look, Richie went 10-7. He's gone, man. What does he got to do? He's got to light an L. He's got to go to the bodega to get some milk. What's his excuse this time? You notice when the truth hits him, he disappears. You notice that about that Dope Fiend? What happened, Richard? You're afraid John Shaft's going to come on and tell you, tell you himself that you never worked on his personal radio? What happened, Richard? Yeah, you disappear when it gets hot out here. I noticed that. When you ask Richie, he talks about he's did this for this person and that, and when that person comes on, Richie's nowhere to be found. Why is that? Because he's a phony.
John Shaft, how about it, John Shaft? I didn't know John Shaft was out here.
Well, Brian Horner was out here, and that's his brother, and he spoke to his brother, and he said that you never did his personal radio. So why are you lying, Richie? Why are you lying? Why don't you stop it for once, man? You're not a cop, all right? You didn't marry Sade. You don't have $24 million in some frozen account. Why don't you come straight for once? Come clean. Stop it already with your lies.
I'm going to put both of those.
Listen, he's gargling.
How about enforcing the poison?
Yeah, go ahead, Brown, on it.
Attention, this is the MTA Cali Tunnel.
Let me show you one. I don't think you got to the radio yet. I just called him. Say you're going to the radio. John Shaft, your sound king in Brooklyn is clear.
Hey, Brown Hornet. Hey, Brown Hornet, I'm not going to hear him because I got that MTA recording plug in my ears. But if you say that Richie never worked on John Shaft's radio, I take that for honest. That's honesty. That's all I have to know. I don't even have to hear it from John Shaft's mouth himself. I know what you're telling me is the truth, Brown Hornet, and that's good enough for me and it's good enough for everyone out here. But if we can get it from John Shaft himself, that's even better. But no doubt, hey, Brown Hornet, I believe you, man. You got no reason to lie about anything out here. You got nothing to gain by lying, and that's why I respect a man like yourself. And I'm not kissing no ass out here. I'm just saying it the way it is. I respect Brown Hornet, John Shaft, and everyone else out there that's honest. That not jumping in front of Richie. But Richie doesn't like when people come at him with the truth. All of a sudden, he has to go to a bodega and get milk or get smokes. It's all good. Hey, Richie, one day you're going to see the light, man. One day you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to start screaming. But don't panic, Richie, because it's only a dope fiend in front of that mirror, which is named 127 Crackhead Richie. But Richie, stop the lying, man. For once in your life, in 51 years on this planet, stop the lying.
I'm gonna put it in the. Make it survive. I want to understand too. I'm not trying to make him look bad out here. I'm not trying to make him. I just know when it comes to my brother, no, it's my twin. My black brother, that's my twin. Don't use his name in vain. That's how I look at it. No, I don't give a damn who it is. You know what I'm saying? We can be cool, whatever case be. When it comes to G, can you do the same thing for me? I'm 15 minutes older than him. We're literally identical twins. So when you come out and use his name in vain, I gotta sit the record straight on it. And Shadow Master would have...
That's a Roger. I hear you. You're squealing a little, Brown Hornet. You're squealing a little. But then I hear you. Listen, I'm not asking you to defend me or beat up on Richie. That's not what I'm getting at. All I'm asking for is for the man to be honest. The man is using Brown Hornet. I mean your brother. All right. He's using your brother's name out here, saying that he worked on his radios. The man made a claim that he sounds better than anyone on the Super Bowl, and you heard it with your ears. So I'm glad, hey, Brown Hornet, you have a right to defend your brother's name out here. You have every right to do that. You know, John Shaft is not out here to defend himself, but you're out here defending him, man, and I respect that. That's your brother, man. That's your twin. Richie should not be using people's name in vain for his gain, for his benefit. If Richie wants to say he does dollar vans and that's fine, but he's out here saying that he worked on John Shaft's personal radios. That's what's wrong, Richard. Richard, stop it already. Stop the nonsense. Hey, Brown Horn, I'm gonna put it on the rack, man. You got the airwaves, man. I'm gonna run to the kitchen and get me something to drink. I'll be standing by, man. I got this all on Videogate, so by the way, if anyone wants to review it later, they could refer back to this morning's Videogate. But Richard, stop it already, man. You never worked on John Shaft's personal radio. Stop your lying, Richard. Come clean.
You talk on the radio, this is a big issue for you, and you want to bring it up, and you always want to use the man's name in vain. But I think it's hard for us to understand how you want to perpetrate a fraud and convince the public a lie when there's a video game of the man telling you and Shadow Master personally for 10 minutes the radio's not personally done for him. The radio he's talking on personally and the mics he bought. I just find that very hard to believe that you're out here suffering from AED and they're going to say, that's not me, he's telling that you in this video game. Hey, John Shaft, you on the radio? How about John, bro? Hey, well, I'll say it again, and I'll say it the only way I can. I can guarantee, and I do not know about the radio that is in his mobile at this moment today. I believe that was the issue I kept bringing up when the shit come my way. I said, I have no idea of the radio in his mobile today, but I know I've done multiple pieces for him, including the base station. And it's my understanding that what's doing this to Too Far a Blow is because he's crazy that supposedly the man's going to be bringing me a Zachary T and is driving these little puppets crazy. Richie, I want you to think I'm trying to, talk bad about you or nothing like that. I'm not trying to talk bad about you. I'm not trying to down you, homie. I'm not trying to do that. All I'm trying to say is, it's just like somebody go out there and, they're having some kind of special event.